It's Friday, July 17th, 2020. This is your Melanin News. We are nearing 4 months, still no arrests in the fatal police shooting of Breonna Taylor of Louisville, Kentucky. Just this past week, as protests continue around the country and even in other countries in honor of Black life, protests continued in Louisville, led by Until Freedom co-founder Tamika D. Mallory, along with her Real Housewives of Atlanta Portia Williams, Love and Hip Hop's Yandy Smith, rapper Trey the Truth were among 87 people arrested and charged with intimidating a participant in a legal process, a Class D felony, disorderly conduct in the second degree, a Class B misdemeanor, and criminal trespass in the third degree, a violation. Williams, among others, were spotted assembling outside the Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron's home with other protesters. Also included in the arrest, Houston, Texas wide receiver Kenny Stills. The Attorney General, Daniel Cameron, is the first Republican elected to the position since 1944 and is the first Black Attorney General of Kentucky. He's also a millennial, 34 years old. In sad news, Zinzi Mandela has died. The South African diplomat, the South African ambassador to Denmark, is being mourned all over the world. She was the youngest daughter of two of the world's most iconic leaders, the former South African president, first Black head of state, Nelson Mandela, and her mother, the mother of the nation, revolutionary in anti-apartheid activism, Winnie Mandela. There are reports that her death could be related to COVID-19. She was only 59 years old. The sister of Christian Cooper has spoke up and wants the Central Park Karen to be prosecuted. From thegrio.com, Melody Cooper says she loves and understands where her brother is coming from and not wanting to cooperate with the prosecution, but she doesn't agree with his decision. She says she wants an example made of the woman who weaponized her whiteness against her brother. She took to social media to express her thoughts. Quote, Christian has never had any police run-ins, especially not violent ones. However, other Black men can't say the same. He can afford to be compassionate, but this is not the case for most Black men in this country. Not by a long shot, end quote. Well, the family of George Floyd has filed a federal lawsuit on Wednesday against the city of Minneapolis and the police officers involved in the death, calling the killing part of a public crisis in Black America. Floyd, as we know, died May 25th as a former police officer used his leg to pin Floyd's neck to the ground for nearly 9 minutes. I'll continue to follow these stories and more, so you can follow me on Twitter at MikeB_news. Black Educated and Broke, the podcast, has a new show streaming. We sit down with actor and film director Army Hicks Jr. about his new independent short film, Circuit. Stream us via your favorite podcast app, that's SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Google Podcasts. In the Black Educated and Broke newsroom, I'm Mike B, and these are your headlines.